Shalom, all praises to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Wabrakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect throughout the four corners of this whole entire earth, no matter where, whom they may be, or what they may look like, pushing out this purified truth. To the rest of the church who believe as well, you men who may not be teachers or prophets, you women, sons and daughters as well. The water to Yahweh Shai, because without him enduring, and going to that cross for the nation of Israel and the nation of Israel alone, none of this would even be possible, period, point blank whatsoever. Okay? Why is it that certain people understand the scriptures and certain people don't? Why is it that certain people, they make it so difficult as if what you're telling them is rocket science, and then someone else, when you tell them, they just get it easily? That's why we always say this thing is about the elect. All right. One thing that keeps me going through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai is knowing that this is about the elect. Because, I've been in this truth. I've been out there teaching since 2014, man. And here it is, it's 2022. And, it still seems like I'm talking to the wind or whatnot. But guess what? That just shows you how precious and how special us believers are. Okay. 100 pennies makes $1, but so does 4 quarters. I would rather have 4 quarters than 100 pennies. And the Lord looks at it the same way. So we've been given this truth. It's a blessing to be in this walk. So we're going to go to the book to set this lesson off. We're going to go to the book of Ephesians. I believe it's Ephesians, or is it, let me see. I believe it's Ephesians, chapter 1 and verse 18. The eyes of your understanding being enlightened, that ye may know what is the hope of his calling, and what the riches of the glory of his inheritance in the saints, and what is the exceeding greatness of his power to usward who believe, according to the working of his mighty power, which he wrought in Mashiach, when he raised him from the dead, and set him at his own right hand in the heavenly places, far above all principality and power and might and dominion and every name that is named, not only in this world, but also in that which is to come, and hath put all things under his feet, and gave him to be the head over all things to the church, which is the body, the fullness of him that filleth all in all. So the eyes of our understanding has been enlightened. And we have to thank Yahweh Shai for that. We have to thank Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai for that. We have been illuminated through this word. And the reason why most people don't have this word, they weren't given that gift. The gift of being illuminated. The so-called Illuminati, they're not the Illuminati. Because there is nothing bright about doing wickedness. Okay? Their light may seem bright to some, but really it's not a bright light. It's a deception. It's a big ball of darkness. Okay. And all these people who follow behind the ways of this world, they're in darkness. All right. The eyes of our understanding being enlightened. So we have the understanding because we've been illuminated. All right. That ye may know what is the hope of his calling. So to be illuminated, you've been called, and we're just hoping to be chose. That's why we hope to endure. This fight is hard, man. And really, it's more of a mental battle than it is anything else. And one thing about me, man, when I'm bothered, when I'm down, it's hard for me to talk. It's hard for me to concentrate. I've been like that all my life. And that's something that I work on. Like I concentrate on things and it gets to a point where, I got to set that to the side because my flesh will just, concentrate on the bullshit so much to where it becomes hard for me to even want to talk. All right. But we've been enlightened with this truth. We have to preach because we've been called, and we can't allow these demons to try to overtake us and overthrow us. All right. And what the riches of the glory of his inheritance in the saints. So the point being, I want to bring out the eyes of our understanding have been enlightened. That's why we understand. And the majority of people, they don't get it. Because they haven't been enlightened. Let's go to the book of Romans chapter 11 and verse 10. lest their eyes be darkened, that they may not see. Bow down their back always. Have they stumbled that they should fall? God forbid. But rather through their fall, salvation is come unto the Gentiles, for to provoke them to jealousy. So lest their eyes be darkened, that they can't see. To be in darkness, you're basically in a state where you can't see nothing. You're blind. Even if you have vision, if you're sitting in a pitch black area where it's just no light at all, you're typically blind. Okay? So yeah, a lot of our people are Israelites, but right now it don't matter that they're Israelites if they haven't been enlightened with this word. If they don't have this word within them, it don't matter. Okay? That's why Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai has sent up the prophets to shine that light upon this dark place. A lot of people's eyes are darkened, and that's why they can't see. But our eyes have been enlightened, and that's why we can see, and that's why we have that hope. Okay? Let's go to the book of Matthew, chapter 5 and verse 14. Ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid. So we are the light of the world. We have the understanding because we've been enlightened. We've been illuminated. And we are the light of the world. Okay? And Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai told us to go on the highways and byways and teach this word. When we're out on the highways and byways, we can be seen by whoever's driving by or walking by. We're not hid. We're out in the open. You know? Verse 15, neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel. So we're like candles that have been lit. And we got to pray that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai keep our candles lit and he don't put our fire out. Okay. Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on the candlestick, and it giveth light unto all that are in the house. So you don't, turn on a light just to hide it. Let's say you have a flashlight. You turn on a flashlight, then you set it upside down where the light's facing the ground. What's the point of having the light? So what's the point of us being in this truth if we're not going to preach it? What's the point of us being illuminated if we're not applying it? Okay, let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. Okay, think not that I have come to destroy the law or the prophets. I have not come to destroy, but to fulfill. So we've been illuminated through the word, man. And we have to hope and pray that not only we've been called, but we've been chosen. Okay, and we've been illuminated through Yahushai, seeing that Yahushai himself, he is the word. Okay, but let's start with Psalms 119 right quick. This is Psalms 119 and 105. None, thy word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path. So we are a light unto the world because we have the word. This word is that light. Yahushai is the word embodied, man. If the word had a face, if the word had a body, it would be Yahushai because Yahushai is the word. He's within us. Okay? We've become illuminated through the word. That's what keeps us from falling. That's what keeps us from stumbling. That's what keeps us from going to the right or to the left. Because we have our path set before us and we have the light that's guiding us, which is this word, which ultimately is Yahushai, man. None, thy word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path. Okay, let's go to a different book. Let's grab what is that? It escapes me. Baruch chapter 4 and verse 1. This is the book of the commandments of God and the law that endureth forever. All they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die. Turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it. Walk in the presence of the light thereof, that thou mayest be illuminated. So how are we going to be illuminated? By walking in the word, by having this word in us. That's how we are going to be illuminated. We are the light of the world because we have the word in us. Yahweh Shai is in us. The kingdom of heaven is in us. Okay? Turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it. Walk in the presence of the light thereof, that thou mayest be illuminated. Let's go to the book of John, just so I can prove that Yahweh Shai is the word, okay? In the beginning was the word, and the word was with God, and the word was God, okay? So the word is Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai is the word. The same was in the beginning with God, speaking of Yahweh Shai. All things were made by him, speaking of Yahweh Shai, who the world calls Jesus Christ. And without him was not anything made that was made. So Yahweh made Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai made everything else. Okay, Yahweh Shai is the word, and the word made everything except for Yahweh. Okay, that's powerful, man. Let's go to verse 6. There was a man sent from God whose name was John. The same came for a witness, to bear witness of the light, that all men through him might believe. Speaking of Yahweh Shai, because Yahweh Shai is that light. Okay, that's the brightest light you have. The brightest light you can find is Yahweh Shai, man. Okay, under Yahweh. He was not that light, speaking of John, but was sent to bear witness of that light, speaking of Yahweh Shai. That was the true light which lighteth every man that cometh into the world. So Yahweh Shai gives that light, or gives the word, to his elect. Let's go to verse 12. But as many as received him, to them gave he power to become the sons of God, even to them that believe on his name. So when you receive this word, you become activated. You become the sons of the living power, because we are Israelites. We become who we're meant to be when this word is in us. Okay, so if you become a son of God, you're becoming illuminated. Why? Because Yahweh himself is illuminated. That's the supreme light of all lights, Yahweh. Okay, and then under him, Yahweh Shai. Okay, let's go to the book of James. Seeing that, through this word, we've been illuminated and we become the sons of God, right? James 1:17. Every good gift and every perfect gift is from above and cometh down from the Father of lights, with whom is no variableness, neither shadow of turning. So Yahweh is also known as the Father of lights. So if he's the Father of lights, that means his sons have to be light. How are his sons light? Through the word, being illuminated through the word being what's found in the scriptures. Okay, that's why we have to be on point. We have a very important job, and we're very gifted, very blessed. Now, you're going to have moments where your thoughts are heavy. You're going to have moments where, you just may not be in the spirit as much as you should be. But nevertheless, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai keeps his going. If you are of his, you are not going to fall out. Okay? Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 6. Let no man deceive you with vain words, for because of these things cometh the wrath of God upon the children of disobedience. Be not ye therefore partakers with them. For ye were sometimes darkness. So at one time, we were living like these heathen. At one time, we didn't have this word in us, man. We may have had Bibles. We may have believed in who the world calls Jesus Christ. We may have believed in the so-called rapture. So to a degree, we was always looking forward to the Lord's return, but we didn't really have the word in us. Okay? Because one of the first key things of coming into this truth is being retaught, which I think you find that in Hebrews, man. You got to be retaught. Okay? Be not ye therefore partakers with them. We are not to be partakers with darkness. For ye were sometimes darkness, but now are ye light. And now that we're light, we've been transformed into the sons of God, who is the Father of lights. Okay? Walk as children of light. For the fruit of the Spirit is in all goodness and righteousness and truth, proving what is acceptable unto the Lord. And have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather reprove them. Okay? So light and darkness, two different worlds. We are of the light, which we are of the day, and they who are in the world, they are of the night. Okay? That's why when you go out in public, you might see people just staring at you. People looking at you and you thinking, damn, they want to, they want a problem or something. You be wanting to go over there and just slap the shit out of them. Like, what are you looking at? But, that's being carnal, Although, yes, we do have enemies. Yes, the world hates us. But one thing about this truth, though, people don't always just stare at you because they have a problem with you. People are going to stare at you also because you have that light. You've been illuminated through the word. All right. Let's leave it with this. Ecclesiastes chapter 8 and verse 1. Who is the wise man and who knoweth the interpretation of a thing? A man's wisdom maketh his face to shine, and the boldness of his face shall be changed. So people know we're different. There's something about us, but they can't put their finger on it, man. We've been illuminated. They are in darkness, and we don't have any fellowship with darkness. All right. The things that they do, it should vex you. I was watching a video on Boosie, and there was some man telling him how he knows that he slept with his woman. He's been with this woman since 7th grade. And Boosie, when he was talking at first as if, he was actually sympathetic about it. But then all of a sudden he's like, hey, man, basically that's on you. Keep your woman out the club, blah, 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 blah. He didn't have no care in the world. When you're in darkness, you commit adultery. You don't have no sympathy for your brother. You arrogant. Okay, you're doing everything that the Lord hates. The Lord hates that shit, man. And when you're in this truth, things like that should irritate you also. When you see some woman knowing that she has a man and she's being wicked, committing adultery with another man, that should irritate you. Because you are of the light, you are of the day, and you are not to have fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness. Neither should you support it. Neither shall you look upon it with a smile like, better him than me. Nah, man. Wickedness, that shit should vex you, man. But look, we understand, we have to be patient. We understand that the Lord is doing all these things for his own purpose. But being a child of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, you see things different. Because the more you increase in this truth, matter of fact, let's get that. The more you increase in this truth, the more your mind becomes like the Heavenly Father and his sons. So a lot of wickedness is going to irritate you. Ecclesiastes 1 and 18. For in much wisdom, which makes your face to shine, which makes you illuminated, right? For in much wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow. So the more that you grow in wisdom, the more grief you're going to go through, because you start to see things the same way that the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, and his son Yahweh Shai see it. When they see wickedness, they frown upon it. When we see wickedness, we frown upon it. It irritates us. It angers us, man, because we've been illuminated. We've been took out the darkness, and we're no longer walking like the ways of the heathen. We're no longer walking like the wicked of our people, man, because we have become transformed into the children of light through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. So the more you grow in this truth, and some men grow faster than others, but the more you grow in this truth, you're going to find it to be real grievous. Matter of fact, let's leave it with this. I know I said I was going to close it there, but let's bring out one more. 2nd Ezra chapter 14 and 14. Let go from the mortal thoughts, cast away the burdens of man, put off now the weak nature. Okay? And I still find myself in that weak ass nature, because when something bothers me, when it bothers me, it really burdens me to where like I concentrate on it, man. And it's hard to not think about it. And it's hard for me to do anything else. But we have to get in that spirit of knowing that if we be of the Lord's, we've already won the battle. And we have to set those sides. We have to set those thoughts to the side. Okay, verse 15. And set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, and haste thee to flee from these times. See, that's how you know the Lord is dealing with men, because women are very emotional. Women do not handle their emotions very well. We as men, we're supposed to handle our emotions different than these women. Now you're going to have moments where you're bothered. You're going to have moments where you're more down and out than other days. But overall, you should feel in your spirit that everything's going to be all right, seeing that the Lamb, Yahweh Shai, died for you. He gave you the word. He gave you a gift that most people will never, ever receive. Okay? And we're at the end of it all. All of the things that the prophets were talking about in the days of old, which are happening right now, and then we're back bringing it out again. And then we're now in that generation where these things are going to happen. We have so much to be happy about, even with all the grief that we have to bear, all the wickedness and abominable things that are around us in this world. You eat food, it kills you, man. The things that you enjoy in this world kill you. You get into a woman, she might commit adultery on you. You eat a good meal, it might be GMO. Okay? You want to make some money, you got to go work for the devil. Okay? And if you own your own business, you still got to, pay taxes and do all these different things. So this world is killing us because this is not our rest. But we've been illuminated, being the light of this world. We understand that there's a lot to look forward to. We understand that there is a greater kingdom coming and that this is temporary. But those who are in darkness, they set their minds and their affections on this world, thinking that this is it. We don't live like that. We have to set aside those heavy thoughts when those heavy thoughts come around, because they come around a lot, man. But we've been illuminated through the word. We've been gifted this word. We got to cherish that, man. So I'm going to give all thanks and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Wa Rakakwada, Shalom.